Well, howdy folks. It is an absolutely beautiful Easter Sunday. I'm doing a trip down to Asheville this evening, partly to see a good friend before he leaves town to head back home, and partly so that, oh sure enough, there goes another Mooney. Partly so that I can get a rebate on some hardware that I had installed. The modern surveillance system is being implemented, and that is going to be required by January of 2020. It's a completely different philosophy of how to keep track of where aircraft are. The old way, which is currently still the standard way of keeping track of where aircraft are for air traffic controllers, is a ground-based radar system, and that system interacts with transponders installed on the aircraft. So what happens is that the radar dish sends out a query. It's a primary signal. It goes out and it reflects off airplanes. So just basically it's a radio wave and an echo. But along with that echo, a transponder sends back a, "Hey, I'm here," along with a code that says who we are, and a code that tells the radar system how high we are. And so that system is being replaced by what's being called the ADSB system, Augmented Surveillance System Bravo. I don't remember what it stands for, but that is a different philosophy. It's using just dumb receivers on the ground to receive a fully encoded signal from the aircraft, and that signal is a GPS-based location stamp. It gives our location, our identity, and our altitude. So that will be, that has a lot of advantages. For example, if you are flying your airplane in areas with poor radar coverage, it still provides the air traffic control with good information on where you are. So to make it easier for aircraft owners to implement this system, which requires expensive hardware to be installed, the FAA has a rebate program, and that rebate program requires that it be installed by a certain date. And once you apply for the rebate, then you have to fly the aircraft with the new equipment installed for 30 minutes in airspace that will require that transponder. So that airspace is all airspace above 10,000 feet in the continental United States, or Class Bravo or Class Charlie airspace, which is airspace around medium and large airline terminals. Well, our closest Class Charlie is Asheville, and Asheville, if you're a pilot, you know it's a weirdly shaped Class Charlie airspace, and I really didn't feel like being hemmed into that space to fly for 30 minutes. So I'm up here at 10,500 feet, boring holes, pulled back. Let's see, we're pulled back. We're still getting 138 knots, and we're dealing with a tailwind, so we're doing 158 knots, sipping 8.9 gallons an hour. So here we are. It's been a while since I've done a video from the air, and for that I apologize. I enjoy doing them, but I got really busy for a while. Haven't really had time to fly much, and so if you've been tracking what we've been up to, you know that we have bought a new house, a new to us house, and have been moving the family and all our stuff from the old farm to the new farm. And that takes up pretty much every moment that I'm not doing other things that I have to be doing. So things like going flying for fun, well, that's just been out. And most of the time when I'm flying not for fun, I don't have time to do a video like this. So today, it's kind of flying for fun. I mean, I've got to do the flight, but hey, I'm just relaxing and enjoying it. As always, if you have questions about flying, I love to talk about flying. It's almost as good as flying. Talking about flying is almost as good as flying. So send me a message, ask me a question, and I will be happy to give you my opinion of an answer. Sometimes it's even right. So I'll give you a look around while I'm here. We're flying over a scattered layer of clouds. Over the mountains on my way to Asheville. I used to do this trip going not from my home base, but from Knoxville every week. From the Knoxville Downtown Airport to Asheville Airport. Because my mom had a stroke and she was in a nursing home 5 minutes away from the airport. So we left a car at Asheville Airport and paid them some money every month and would show up every week, call ahead. They'd have the plane out ready for us. We'd jump in the plane, fly to, we'd jump in the plane, fly to Asheville, jump in the car. They'd bring the car out to us in the, on the ramp. We'd jump in it, drive to see Mom. I'd be seeing Mom 10 minutes from the time I'd landed. Spend some time with her, say bye, hug, kiss, hit the road, drive back to the airport, fly back home. A lot of those flights really didn't involve any crews at all. We would get up to 10,000, no, not 10,000, get up to about 7,500 feet. And about that point, it was time to descend, and we'd get a descent going, and we'd get down to the airport traffic pattern. They'd work us in. They got to know us really well, so they knew what we could do, and they'd wedge us in between flights because they knew I'd pretty much do what they said. That was a fun challenge. Now that I've got kids, doing trips like that, especially at night or in instrument conditions, in a single engine aircraft, I'm not as interested in doing it as I used to. Because what happens if the fan quits? Nothing good. There's really no options to land down there at night. During the day, I can see a few spots I could land. But at night, forget it. Just try to hit the softest thing you possibly can at the lowest possible airspeed while keeping the aircraft under control. That's how you deal with an engine out where you can't see anything. Still probably die if you do that at night, because you don't know what you're hitting. Anyway, nothing's guaranteed. Enough of that. Hope y'all are having a good Sunday. We'll do this again another time. Send me a message. Let me know what you think. Bye.